Here's what I'm really hot and bothered about today. President Trump yesterday was doing an event with a bunch of sheriffs from all over the country. And one of the sheriffs mentioned MS-13. And President Trump responded in this way. Here's clip 3.
Country are trying to come in. We're stopping a lot of them. But we're taking people out of the country. You wouldn't believe how bad these people are. These aren't people. These are animals. And we're taking them out of the country at a level and at a rate that's never happened before.
Okay, so here is the reality. What Trump was specifically talking about was MS-13, because the line that led up to this was a sheriff saying, we can't actually deport MS-13 people. The line leading up to this, there's a sheriff named Mims who said, thank you. There could be an MS-13 member I know about. If they don't reach a certain threshold, I cannot tell ICE about it. And then Trump responded to the MS-13 reference by saying, we have people coming into the country, but we're taking people out of the country. You wouldn't believe how bad these people are. These aren't people. These are animals. So how did the media cover this? He's specifically talking about MS-13. It is obvious that he is talking about MS-13. It is clear that he is talking about MS-13. MS-13's actual tagline, I mean, this is their actual marketing line to their own members, is rape, steal, control. These are not good people. They are, in fact, as close to animals as you will find in human beings. So how did the media report this? Let me show you how the media reported this. Here's the New York Times. This is what they tweeted out. Trump lashed out at undocumented immigrants during a White House meeting, calling those trying to breach the country's borders animals. No, he didn't. He did not lash out at all illegal immigrants. He lashed out at MS-13, and they are animals. There have been several stories in the last couple of years about MS-13 members literally ripping hearts out of bodies while the people are still alive, beheading their political enemies, bringing drugs into the country. MS-13 are some of the worst people on planet Earth. If the descriptor animal does not apply to MS-13, it legitimately applies to no one. And yet the media are trying to play it as though Trump is not talking about MS-13. Instead, Trump was talking about illegal immigrants at large. Now, listen, Trump has said some bad stuff about illegal immigration generally. He's been overbroad in his language. But that's not what happened here. What happened right here was that he was ripping on MS-13. And the media decided to deliberately take him out of context. And it wasn't just the New York Times. It was C-SPAN. It was CNN. It was the New York Times. It was the Washington Post. They all decided to report this as though Trump was talking about illegal immigrants more broadly. They were lying. They were lying.